What's up, guys? Barry Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today, well, we're going to be talking about Star Expedition, because I've seen a ton of screenshots going around of damage numbers. Sadly, we were not able to do the stream last night to see JC's numbers. I can kind of show you a little spoiler, though, which is pretty interesting. He's probably setting the new world record, I'd have to say. I don't think I've seen anybody with a higher damage number than this, so if you guys have put it out there, or if you guys have seen it, definitely let me know. I'd love to see a screenshot of that damage number. But there's some interesting things to talk about here. So let's jump right into it. Let's talk about Star Expedition and let's look at some screenshots and talk about what these teams are doing. So let's start it off with something pretty interesting and new. So one thing you're seeing a lot of people do is slot in Heart Watchers as their heroes to kind of help buff the team. You're no longer running the Vesa or the Hyperspace Hunter Ilamok to keep your team alive. Freya's pretty much doing that. Olivia and of course Ignis Healing is doing that. But you'll notice everybody is getting much higher tier copies of these to help keep teams alive. Because again, in reality, Heart Watcher is one of the best PvE buffers in the game. So you're going to see that as a common occurrence nowadays. But it is kind of hard to keep a Heart Watcher alive. Actually, it's only level 100, I think. Interesting. It's hard to see. I think that says 100. We might have to try that on our own today to see how that's actually working out. Previously, when we tried it out, it had survivability issues mainly. I'm sure Treasure Train really helps out Heart Watchers nowadays, though. But again, going for like a B tier copy, that is a very smart move because then you get tons of stats on that hero compared to like an E tier. Because again, remember that video we talked about how your awakening stat really influences your Treasure Train fixed stats that are going to that hero. It's weird how it interacts, but it is. But the cool thing is you see the new hero doing very well. This is more than even our Lord of Fear Aspen is doing. But again, that does have a Heart Watcher in it, which we might try ourselves later today. And then on top of that, you don't know what their Treasure Train looks like. So you can see an A- copy, be like, yeah, sure, it has Giant Killer, maybe even Defier. I don't know what that translates to for something like my account, though, because we probably don't have anywhere near the same power for the overall account. So that's one thing. Number two, again, you're seeing Heart Watchers kind of pop up in these lists. Yes, that is a Heart Watcher right there, as you can see it when we zoom in, doing some crazy damage numbers with Lord of Fear Aspen. I believe this is still a very similar traditional style here, but again, you can really see the difference combination of number one, throwing that Heart Watcher in, because of course 300% additional damage in the late rounds is insane. Takes 8 rounds to stack her mark up to 300% bonus damage on that target in combination with the Olivia. Absolutely insane. The Olivia Shrink, of course, helping survivability, also insane. So those are definitely things to keep an eye out for. We might try the Heart Watcher ourselves later today, but you can see the power of people's accounts too. Especially when you hyper power up a Lord of Fear Aspen, because, well, I'm going to show you a damage number. Sadly, like I said, we did not get to we did not get to actually record any of this last night, but JC did send me over a flex number that he wanted to show off. I think this is the first time I've ever seen a plus 16. He didn't want to show his whole team that he used because he was making tweaks and changes. So for now until next Star Expedition, it's going to be a little bit of a hush-hush secret, especially since Waffles, I think, is joining Ascension soon. So I'm actually going to be in JC's guild very soon here. But this is the first time we've seen a plus 16. What does plus 16 mean? That means 10 quadrillion. You know, we're doing like 1 quadrillion. That screenshot you saw right here, that's 5.5 quadrillion. This is 10 quadrillion. Again, first time I've ever seen a plus 16. I don't even know if we've seen that in the Flame Shrine with like the craziness of Ithaca. I mean, maybe we have back in the day or something, but this is a flex number right here for sure. So next time it comes around, we'll probably show it off towards the end of next Star Expedition, because I know everybody wants to push and try to get the best setup possible. I'm trying to give you a little bit of information without giving you all the information just yet, trying to keep a little bit of the trade secrets under wraps, because there are some new top tier ways to go about Star Expedition. So stay tuned for that. We'll get that to you probably next month sometime. I just want to give you a little bit of teaser here. I'll see you guys next time.